In this video, I'm going to walk through how to create an Ignite website. It's a new thing that Paul Hudson had released, and what I'm going to do is walk you through the sample project, how to just get the sample project up and running. Because I know, a lot of us as Swift developers, iOS developers, we're used to creating apps, but we're maybe not as familiar working with packages and command line and even websites. So this is exciting to sort of dive into this. So Ignite is the package that everything runs on. When you create your own site, you can include that, but the sample project itself is something that we're going to try and set up. So it's got a lot of the structure and example code in there already. All you have to do is sort of download that and compile it and run it on an HTTP server, and that should get you well on your way to understanding how to create websites with Ignite. So let's get started. I'm on the Ignite website right now. What we're going to go to is the actual samples. There's a couple repositories. There's the Ignite, there's Ignite starter template, and there's IgniteSamples. Starter template's what you probably want to use if you're creating your own site. It sounds like there's a little bit of overhead that's already done in that, where you can just start from there when you're creating your own website. And samples builds on that even further and gives you examples of what you can, just examples of how to use it. So the first thing we're going to do is clone this repository. I'm just going to download it to one of my directories here. Let's just say wherever it's going to just go to my home directory. And yeah, so it's now on my home directory, and I can go to, so there's a couple things you can do here. You can, let me just actually show you the IgniteSamples folder. So here's the IgniteSamples folder. You'll notice there's no workspace, there's no project. It's not an Xcode project per se. It's a package. So one of the tricky things is you can either go to this folder on command line, or you can open the package essentially as a folder in Xcode. So let's try and do that. Let's go to Xcode and let's go to open an existing project. Go to IgniteSamples, and you'll see it loads here. It's resolving the package graph. I know there was an issue temporarily. Yeah, we're gonna see that here as well here. So we're already getting an error. Let's find out what that is. Could not find the commit 594. So this is actually something that's happening right now. I don't know if it's a caching issue with the package or Swift Package Manager. This is the first time I've downloaded it on this project, but just remembering 5945, if we go back into, let's just double check. That's in the actual Ignite project. So let's go back to that. You'll see if we look at the commits, there's no commit that says 5.4, right? So let's grab the latest one here, this full SHA. And this is a bit of a workaround at the moment, at least. So you'll see the package resolve file here. It's looking for this 5.9 version. If we just paste in the real one that it's actually supposed to look at, you can see that it's actually starting to download the right things here. And you'll see there's no errors when we resolve the package. So that's good. That's a good sign. It's worth noting, I actually haven't tried building when I'm using an iPhone, but it's worth noting that even looking at the package, like this is built for Mac OS. And so it's probably worth switching at least to my Mac when we build. So we can build it this way. We can go either Command B or product. We can build it to start. You can see it's going through its stuff here. Succeeded. Nice. Okay, so that's built. Now, the one thing I didn't show was I believe that by doing that, there is a build folder that's run, or that is created. Actually, I don't see that in here. I wonder if... Okay, so actually it was because I only built it, I didn't run it. When you run, that's going to do the full compiling of the program. You see program exited with exit code 0. Now in here, there's this new folder called build, and that has all the website information in there. So this build folder. Now, I believe that all we really need to do now that we've built this is open up command line. I need to go into the IgniteSamples. I had downloaded the repository directly to my user folder. So now I'm in IgniteSamples. And all you really need to do now is start an HTTP server at that location. So you can actually even go right into the build folder if you want, make it a little easier. Python 3-m HTTP server. And now it's saying it's on localhost port 8080. So let's open up a new tab here. Localhost, or it's actually 8000, I believe, is the default. And there you go. The example site is up and running.